Hello guys, and in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be checking out this absolutely super sick Cresta. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's a Cresta. I'm not too versed the chasers and Crestas, but I know there's no chaser in this game. But this thing is super good, and I love how this thing turned out, looks wise and tune wise. So if you guys like the look of this thing, or clicked on this video, obviously, then definitely check it out. But with that being said, let's jump into today's build. Alright guys, so we're here in the tune-up shop. I'm going to go over everything that is in this build, and I'm going to put the face cam away so that way you guys can actually see everything. Alright, so now that I'm faceless, let's go over everything. Starting out with wheels. For the front and rear spacers, we're using Ultimate on this thing. For our front tires, we have 245s. For the rear, we have 265s. That's just what I like to run, but you guys can change that depending on what you like your grip to be. For tires, I'm actually using stretch tires for once. Now, I usually don't use these. I usually like to use racing tires, but I was kind of digging them on this build, I'm going to be honest. But I basically made it so that way front and back is 30 profile, as you can see on the right side there. In the suspension department, we have ultimate front arms and ultimate rear arms. So in that way, this thing is a little bit more friendly for people who don't have that much ultimate parts. And this thing still rocks with just having normal ultimate arms. For front anti-roll bars, we do have ultimate on this as well. For the rear, it is none. We're just running no stabilization, whatever you want to call it. For our brakes, we have ultimate brakes on here. It's just going to keep us pretty well here, but also elite does work. For front springs, we're using ultimate and rear springs as well. And for our front and rear dampeners, we're using sport. In the weight reduction for this car, we are using ultimate, and our gas tank is prototype, but ultimate works just fine. For our drivetrain, we are using the T50S. That is an upgraded swap, essentially. So we are using a swap for this build. This thing just allows to have the best shift timing, so it just makes sense. For our clutch, we're using ultimate. For a diff, we actually have a welded diff in this car. And finally, for transmission, we have ultimate. Now, for the engine of this car, we are using a 2JZ engine, so you want to grab that from the Mark IV Supra. And once when you throw that in this car, what we will actually put in the engine is the following. Starting out in the ECU, we have just stock. For turbo kits, we actually are running an Elite for this car, just to add a little bit more horsepower to the car. For our camshafts, we are using ultimate. For our intake manifold, we have ultimate. Fuel system is stock. Cylinder head is ultimate. Engine block is ultimate. And exhaust manifold is stock, and exhaust is also stock as well. So now let's go over the tuning for each thing, so that way you guys can replicate this build. Starting out in our tires, for our tire pressure, we have 2. For the rear, we are using 1.5. And then our offsets are 5 and -4. This will be changed depending on if you use the stretch tires or not. But basically, the goal is just to have a little bit of poke in that front, and our rear is as flush as we can get it. For our suspension, we're going to start on the left side here and work our way right. Starting out with our spring length, I actually kept the spring length overall stock because I actually really like the fitment stock from how the setup is, but you guys can change it depending on what style you like. For spring stiffness, we have 79 in the front. Stiffness is 15. Camber in the front is -5.5, and our caster is 7.8. Our Ackerman angle is 85. Our steering angle is 65, and the front toe is none. And finally, for the braking system, we have our brake force, which is set at 10.5, and our front brake balance is 90. For the back of this thing, again, we are sticking with spring length of stock. We're going to go to spring stiffness and bring that down to a 59. For our rear camber, we actually have -1.1 on this car. For our wheel toe, it's 0.25. And that is all for here. For the body, as you can see, our weight is all the way right, and our weight distribution to the front is all the way forward to give this thing the most balanced it could possibly be. And for our center of mass is all the way to the left. I just like it that way. So the split should be 51 to 49. I like this thing closest as possible to 50, and this does the trick. For our drivetrain here, we're going to start with clutch gear shift timing. This is all the way left. This allows the gearbox to actually shift properly and get all the function of the gearbox, so definitely do this. In final drive, we are using a 4.4. It is all the way right. This is what I like to start it as. For our first gear, we have a 3.09. For our second gear, we have 2.12. For our third gear, we have 1.37. For our fourth gear, we have 1.15. And for our fifth gear, we have 0.92. And finally, for our seventh gear, we have 0.74. Our reverse gear is all the way left. And then our drivetrain loss is all the way down. Basically, this provides all the power from the engine and from the trans, basically everything, to the ground, to the wheels. Basically, if you have this all the way up, you're actually losing power in your car. That's the way it works. So definitely bring this down if you want all the power in your car. For the engine, this thing is just maxed how it is. So our peak RPM is all the way right. Our torque at high is all the way right. Our torque at medium is all the way right. And our torque at low is all the way right. So that is everything you need to know about this build. I'm going to show you guys some clips of me driving around, talking about it, and also some tandem clips, and see what you guys think. Alright, so this is the first little spot here. I just wanted to kind of start with something a little bit slower. And as you can see, this thing does super well with the low and medium ranges of drifting, essentially. This thing also strives in higher speed sections, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But honestly, this thing is one of the best cars I have tried to date. This thing feels super balanced, just overall really good, and is honestly one of the most fun cars I've had. And I've actually built this thing pretty recently, and I've gotten this thing dialed super quickly, and it just feels really good to drive, and it's honestly a very fun car. Woo! Yeah, this is a simple little spot. If you guys actually want to know where this is actually quite a fun spot, especially with a couple of people just tandeming. It is right here on the map. So we're actually near the gas station down here, but yeah, it's right up here. It's super fun, and I enjoy drifting this spot a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I would say the only risk is this gas station here, but besides that, it's super fun. But let me guys show you how this thing reacts in a longer length of track scenario, essentially. So I am here now at a longer spot. Let's see how this thing does. But I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that this thing will be able to do some pretty good stuff around here. This spot is also quite enjoyable. This was shown to me by Ruckus, and it is actually a pretty cool street section here. Also, the spot location is right here. So basically I'm just doing a loop like this. It's kind of hard to do with my little cursor here, but it's essentially just this little area. It can be found basically right here, but more of the middle area is this little parking spot there. This is where it is on the map, but yeah, super fun spot. Using this kind of keyhole kind of area, it is a lot of fun, and I definitely do enjoy it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, as you can see, this thing is absolutely killing it around here. And shows that this thing, with its 430 horsepower, is super, super capable. And I feel like that's really mostly gearing. I feel like a lot of times gearing kind of breaks the car for me. I don't know if that's just me, but good gearing can go a long way for a car, especially in this game. And I'm not saying my tune is the best or it is the best, but I just would say try it because you never know what you can learn even from someone else's tune that may not fit your driving style. I feel like it is super fun to kind of trying other tunes, seeing what you like from it, but you know, that's not up to me at the end of the day. I'm just here sharing this thing and seeing what you guys think of it. So I'm gonna sprinkle in some different tandem clips that I got in last night's stream, and I kind of wanted to sprinkle them in just because it was quite a fun night. Oh, I pushed her a little bit. Right on the door. Oh, that's sick. This is a good run, not even gonna lie. I probably jinxed it, but not bad. Going for the dive, big dive. Oh, sorry. I wasn't expecting to punch her that much. And back on the door. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, something was in the way there or something. Oh, we tapped the wall at the same time. That was sick. I'm really using this third gear. I feel bad for this third gear. What was that? What happened? Sheesh, a little M2? Sheesh. You look sick. Oh, this is cool. I'm stuck on the wall. That sucks. Dude, that is sick. Just using. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider the like button. So that way that lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content and want to see more. But also hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to know uploading to stay up to date. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one in a mo. Peace.